And welcome to a new episode of Philly on Philly Sports. Once again, I'm your boy Jamil, and this time on the screen we got
Brendan. And today, that's all right. Today, we got a lot of Eagles free agency stuff going on. Obviously, we got status of the Sixers that we're going to get into as well.
Mhm.
But I think we should start it off the way we always started off.
You started off right, baby. Here you go, my man.
You already got it.
All right,
All
so
right.
we're gonna do this right. Get right to it, my man. Howie, OG, Roseman. Clap it up for him, man. Clap it up for him. Hell of a job. Hell of a job. Addressing damn near every issue we had on the Eagles team last year, offense and defense. Acquiring, if you ask me, since AJ Brown, obviously that's probably the best off season or free agent requirement. Or damn, wait, another thing about it, AJ Brown was a trade; he wasn't a
He
free
was
agent.
a trade.
So yeah,
He was a draft day trade.
I'll go back to um whatever the best trade, best free agent pickup we could have got. We got him and Saquon Barkley.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we were touching on this last week for sure. And I
Yeah,
said, let's bring him in, baby,
let's go.
because that adds such a dynamic threat
Hmm.
on offense.
Hmm.
Saquon has never had a team like that. He's never had pieces around him like that to be able to complement his offense. You got
His
to think,
entire time in the league, he has not been on a winning organization at all. When the Giants did win the division, it's because the Cowboys and the Eagles were having extraordinary down years. They were barely having winning records, let alone being dominant. When we win a division, it's a dominant win. When when they win it, I'm not gonna say their name. When they win it, it's a dominant, record. This is the first time he's gonna have that offensive line, these weapons, this organization, that defense. This fan base, which he knows, he's not too far from here. Which about grew up what about an hour from here? He's not too far from here, growing up though. So he's going expectations are going to be high, but he's going to fill them. And like you said, that's the that was your main target. You said right. That was your main target, free agency. And Howie didn't waste no time at all.
for sure, for sure. And like I said, I mean, he's going to bring so much to this offense with the weapons he has around him. AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, obviously Jalen Hurts with his
God,
legs, Saquon Barkley with his legs,
God,
play
before
action
we hit him up,
passes, check downs. Saquon could do a little bit of everything for sure.
it's a pick your poison, man. Honestly,
And
it's what the Niners have had for the last couple of
right,
years. I think
right,
the difference is I don't give a damn what anybody says. The difference is number one at quarterback.
for sure, for
That's the
sure.
difference.
And I think another big reason Saquon Barkley is such a huge improvement over what we had. Not that DeAndre Swift had a bad year; he had a great year, but DeAndre Swift can't chip block.
Huh?
Saquon he's gonna body somebody.
He's going to block
That's a big dude. So if he chip block, check down, it's automatic.
automatic. I love it. I love it. I mean, this entire free agency. Only question I had really during this free agent week was Huff, only because he was never like a really a full time starter, right? So at that point, I'm going to leave it in the hands of the front office and the coaching that they know more about him than I do, that which made him a valuable piece to go get. Um, but he adds a lot of depth to this rotation. Again, I think this is you. We already seen Josh Sweat restructure his contract. He already posted that it's been real. I'm going to miss y'all. Um, but he restructured and he stayed. If they're going to restructure for Josh Sweat, you're going to restructure for Hassan. I think
I should,
you're going to find that money for Hassan Reddick, and that's going to put a 4-man rotation on the defensive end portion, a pass rusher, bro. With I didn't even really a 5-man rotation, right? So you on one side, I think it's 5 man. On one side, you got what? You're gonna have Sweat, right? Huff. On the other side, you have Nolan Smith and Hassan Reddick, and we still got BG.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So
For sure.
I
For
think
sure.
that's going to be a staple point. Like I said, when we won to the Super Bowls, when we won them, it's because of that defensive line, that rotation. Nobody was tired, bro. Nobody was tired, and they were amped up, ready to go get after the quarterback. I think that's what we needed. I love it. I'm about to hit Howie with a two claps in the woo, woo, because he did his job, baby. He did his job,
Absolutely. And we've made so many moves so far. I mean, 40% of this team is going to be different by the time we go into next year.
and it's needed
And
on defense.
and so
It's
what I
needed.
was thinking about, yeah, for sure. What I was thinking about is like, yes, they brought Nick Sirianni back. A lot of people didn't want Nick Sirianni to come back, but they are not running it back. They are not running this back at all. This is a completely different team, whole new animal, and we still have so much cap space to play with, and we know what how we can do with cap space. We know what he can do with it
We didn't even get to the draft, man. The
for
draft
sure,
is going to be nice. The draft is going to be nice. We talked about this before, but the draft is either going to be an offensive lineman, first round pick. In my opinion, if you don't get offensive lineman, get the best linebacker. If you ask me, um, I'm done with the whole narrative of the Eagles don't value because clearly we've never valued running back. We value it now, right? We didn't value linebacker. We went and got White. We valued it now. They're starting to see that as well. Like, the things maybe you didn't value, the things that or whatever you thought was the winning formula, and you look at last year, it wasn't a winning formula. I give them all the credit in the world. They didn't stick with it and be stubborn. They went out and changed it and said, we're going to change what we've been doing. So I think if you give me if you see a linebacker who's the game changer, a game changer at the 26th pick of the draft, you take him. That's me. That's me. Because I feel as though before a lineman's going to be needed, we're going to need a linebacker. You ask me. We got White in a 1 year contract. That's how the White who we got. Even now, even if you draft a linebacker, you need somebody to play with White because right now he's by himself.
for sure. And I think for the draft, it's all about value added, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if whoever you're gonna pick, whoever's on the board is value added, whoever your target is, I mean, just go get them. For sure. You got to trust your scouting. You got to trust you got to you got to trust an organization that they're going to finally end up getting the right move. For sure.
Now, I will say this. You just said something that was very, really, really key. Trust your scouting, right? The one thing I will say that has irritated me in the past with the Eagles organization is having ownership and the GM having too much say on who we're going to pull, right? Who we're going to draft. Case in point, all the staff said, all of the scouts said, go get DK Metcalf. We'll take it JJ or Slinger Westside. That was a that was a Jeffrey Lurie pick.
Yeah, Jeffrey Lurie is trash for that one.
His pick, right? When we're supposed to get Jefferson, Jeffrey Lurie, Harry Roseman. We'll take Jalen Rager, right? Um, and it's happened time and time again. At this point, all I'm saying is you guys have done your job so far in free agency, right? Now your job is to support the coaches and the scouting department for the draft. That makes sense?
For sure. For sure. And we've seen it. We've seen it kind of year after year with them. I mean, hindsight is always 2020. You could always get a great player. With say the 27th pick and we pick 26 and they end up being a bust. I mean, it's really like,
Usually.
you have to trust you have to trust your scouting for sure. And
Trust.
that scouting is not Jeffrey Lurie at all.
Yeah.
Keep him out of it.
But yeah, overall though, um, we're winning, bro. I think we're winning this free agency. Um, I'm not gonna lie, I do like what the Bears did, even though they got rid of Justin Fields. We talked about that with Justin Fields going over to Pittsburgh. We uh traded for Kenny Pickett for bag of potatoes. So I'm not mad at that at all. I prefer that. There was a lot of talk of Justin Fields possibly coming to the Eagles. I thought it was a bad that would be a bad move just because he is a good player and he got a raw deal in Chicago. Chicago now has weapons, and now that they have weapons, they're going to send him somewhere else. If you ask for Caleb Williams, and I'm gonna put this on record, okay? Today's March 17th, right? It is 4:22 p.m. Eastern Time. I do not think Caleb Williams is that guy. I've been singing this the entire season for our college season. I don't think he's going to be that guy that's going to turn everything around for Chicago. Is he going to be the best quarterback prospect probably of the draft? I think he's only going to be the first quarterback off the board because that's what the media is pushing out there. I honestly like I forget the kid's name now. I'm saying it. The kid from Washington. I think he did a lot more with less, and I think he's more ready than Caleb Williams is. I honestly do. I think I don't think he's that guy. He's going to prove it to me.
Uh, I say let the media make the pick. It's not going to bother me none. I had no ties to Chicago. They picked the wrong guy. It doesn't matter to me. Not even one bit.
It's not that, but it gave Justin Fields a raw deal. You went and got weapons, which he never had before, right?
Hmm.
You're addressing the offensive lineman. That man ran for his life every chance he got the ball. Go look at some old Archie Manning field tape videos clips when he's with the
Yeah,
Saints. That man ran for his life. He looked like Justin Fields running for his life, right?
yeah, for
And
sure.
then he can throw the ball. He can make plays, but he had nobody to make plays to. Now you put all these veterans around him, players who go, again, Keenan Allen, Swift. You're putting players around him who can make plays, and now he has to go somewhere else, right? Best place for him, Pittsburgh. That's where he's at. I have I think that's the best place for him to learn, to grow, and everything, and have some of that pressure off of him. So now he can just study. To be honest with you,
For sure. For
and
sure.
if Kenny Pickett's behind here, is he? I'd rather have Kenny Pickett than and then Mariota. If you ask me, Mariota
Oh my
showed
God.
that
Yeah.
he is toast. He's done. He's a wrap. But I'd rather have Kenny Pickett over him. But he's not a threat at all to Jalen Hurts. And the only time we're going to see him, like you said, either going to be in the preseason or if we're up 21 points in the fourth quarter, put him in. What's the point of having Hurts to get hurt?
So I got a question about
So
that. You're talking about there's no, you're not worried about Kenny Pickett and Jalen Hurts because Jalen Hurts is the guy. But Jalen Hurts is already that guy, right?
yeah,
He's not Carson. He is not Carson Wentz. He's not gonna let that bother him. It doesn't matter what quarterback is behind him. It could be Aaron Rodgers behind him. He's not gonna worry about it. If he's the starting quarterback, he's the starting quarterback. He's not worried about that.
it's not so much him. I'm not worried about him.
He's not a mental midget.
But I don't want to hear. I don't have time to hear this from the fans. I don't have time to hear this from the media. Well, is it time for Justin Fields to get a shot? Is it time for no? It's not.
You
Nobody's going
don't
to say
want
that
the
with Kenny.
distractions.
Yeah, nobody's going to say that
Right.
with Kenny Pickett. Like us trading for Justin Fields, I think would be more of a distraction than Kenny Pickett. Period.
Yeah. So that's what you're looking at. You don't want the distractions, but uh, like I don't think either way it's gonna make a difference to Jalen Hurts.
No, I don't think it is. You know what though? I think it does. I don't give a damn who you are. Let's be for real. I don't give a damn who you are. You can sit there and say you don't hear the outside noise. You do. You do. Because if you didn't hear the outside noise, then you wouldn't really know what to fix for yourself in the all season. Don't tell me when his first year starting as a full starter, we kept saying we don't know if he can throw a deep ball, right? We don't know if he
Hmm.
can fit the defensive coverage. Then he comes out the next year. All of a sudden, that deep ball looks a whole lot prettier. All of a sudden, now he's calling audibles. He's reading that defense because you heard everybody talking, right?
For sure.
So I think it's a difference between hearing the noise and caring about the noise. He might not care about the noise, but he damn sure hears, you know.
For sure. For
And I
sure.
think it's the same. That would have been a situation now, but I don't care who you are. Sometimes things get over. We're all human, and things get overwhelming. Like, could you imagine being not Justin, being Jalen Hurts and going to a press conference and constantly being asked questions about your backup? How do you feel? How do you think? How do you think? How do you think that Justin Fields is picking up the playbook? Why does it matter to you? Why do I care? Right? What
Yeah. Yeah.
what do you think if do you think he'll see any time? I don't got time to answer. I'm here to answer questions about me and the organization as a whole, as a
In the
starter.
game. For sure.
I'm not here to answer questions about my backup who didn't see the field.
For sure. For sure.
No pun intended.
I agree. I agree. I agree. But other than that, as you know, we sit here free agency. Um, it's definitely been a wild success. They've addressed the positions that we needed. We've upgraded positions. We've let go people who are trash,
Look at me. Oh,
fired. Get them out of here.
one time,
Yeah, we got to get them out of here.
get him out of here. All
Yeah,
week, I've been doing
yeah,
this. All week,
yeah.
I've been dancing, smiling, happy.
It just seems like every time you open up your phone or you open up the ESPN app, it's a different move. Eagles, 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 Eagles. So that's obviously a very good sign. So we're definitely thrilled about that.
Yeah. I can't. There's nothing bad I can say. Nothing different I would have done. Um, I was for a hot second like, come on, man, we gotta get Quinn from Baltimore, young guy, 23, 24, right? He's a
That
big
wasn't gonna
contract, but
happen.
he's young. He went to Pittsburgh. Cool. I said, well, what are we gonna do? Oh, you know what? I'll take White on a 1 year, a veteran. I'll take White all day. Um, like I said, I can't again one time for Howie OG Roseman. Well done. Well done, sir. Well done. Um, before we flip the script to more depressing news. Anything else you got on the Eagles?
Uh, Not really. I'd just say just get ready for this draft. Do your homework, please. Please do your homework.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and just keep active. Pretty
Let's
much
go,
it.
baby.
That's all I got.
Let's
Keep
go.
active.
All right. Sorry. Now we're gonna flip the script and we're gonna talk about the Sixers.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna start this off with I'm still right. There's no reason to bring back MB. I'm still right. Um, but we're gonna get into a person that we've been talking about the last 3 episodes, I think. We talked about
Yeah,
this
probably.
person a lot. Um, I think the first episode we kind of gave him the benefit of the doubt, gave him the kind of like the prove it type point. And all he's proven to me is that we were right. Trash. Tobias
Yeah,
Harris, get him out of here. He's a bum. I've been saying it. Was it Thursday night? How you play a whole
yeah.
game at 2 points? 2 points.
It doesn't make any sense. And we were talking about it. What did he have? He had 6 shots. We could pay you that money, that kind of money to get six
No,
shots.
you
I could
can't pay
take
me.
six. I could
Please
take
pay
six
me.
shots.
That's right. Don't say it as a suggestion. Make it a
I'll
fact.
take six
Give me
shots.
that money.
Listen, if you found me twice, I might get 2 points.
Oh, I'm getting 2 points, bro. You found me twice. I'm getting two. I'm going
Yeah,
50% on each shot every time.
yeah. I'll probably go
I'm
fifty
going one
percent.
and one.
Yeah. So obviously the price. Oh my goodness. Just looking
Oh,
at his stat lines, I think he had a little bit of a bounce back game against the Hornets, but you're talking about the Hornets. The team is
so
not even functional. I mean, their
oh,
best
he
player
didn't
is
play against
Miles
the Hornets, bro.
Bridges. Didn't he?
No, he didn't play. He was out with a sprained ankle all of a sudden.
Tobias Harris?
No, he didn't play.
They must have put the B team out there. I
So
I
again,
could have sworn.
no, he didn't play against the Hornets. On the Hornets, yeah, Bonham, you had Obrey, Mobamba, Maxi, Lowry, Hield, Reed, Payne, and Martin.
Okay, I'm pretty sure he scored like 18 in one of these
I was
games.
like
One of these
3 games
campaigns. I
ago,
don't
maybe.
remember what it is. Yeah, it might have been 3 games ago.
Yeah,
And then he
but he
puts up
scored
the
22
2 point clutcher.
points on Thursday, man.
Yeah.
Two
Yeah, you
points.
don't get a pass. You don't get a pass for that. You don't get
No.
a pass for that
And
at all.
here's I'm telling you why. It's why I keep saying just sit him down. I understand how great Embiid is. I do. Read you these points. This is from yesterday, right? Playing the Hornets, right? Yesterday. So Badam had 8 points. Kelly Oubre, 22 points. Can't argue with that, right? Mo Bamba, 28 minutes, 3 points. Maxi, doing Maxi things. 40 points. 40 minutes, 30 points, right? Lowry, 29 minutes, 5 points, bro. Buddy Hield, 20 minutes, 14 points. They ain't gonna cut it. Paul Reed, surprisingly to me, 20 points and 11. I mean, 20 minutes and 11 points. Right. Campaign was being campaigned. 19 minutes, 10 points. And then Martin, 3 minutes. I'm sorry, 13 minutes and 6 points. This right here, you're not going to the Eastern Conference Finals with this. And this is against the Hornets. It's against the Hornets.
No, I understand that, but the
What's the
the
point?
the,
Sit them
the
down.
team is so much different
They
when Joel
are.
Embiid is
They
present.
are. Are they an
When Joel
Eastern
Embiid is
Conference
present,
Finals team?
I think you get a
With
lot
this
more open
cast.
shots. You get a
With
lot
this
more.
cast. Now,
Yeah.
now look, I don't care who if Embiid's on the floor or not. This is the Hornets, bro. The Hornets were 17 and 51. It's the Hornets. And this is what you put up. This is what you put up. The only
Yeah.
people that actually came to play again was Maxi and Oubre. They're the
But
only
how many more open shots does Buddy Hield have? How many
buddy.
more assists does Kyle Lowry have? You gotta look at the
You want to
whole
look at that?
you
Okay,
gotta
let's
look at the
I'm
whole
glad you
picture.
brought that up. Let's look at that, right? Let's look at the other factors of the game that still apply. So Bottom had 8 rebounds, 4 assists.
I'm not talking about now. I'm not
No,
talking
no,
about
no,
now.
no,
I'm
no.
saying when
It's a
Joel Embiid is
garbage team.
present.
This should have been Globetrotters. So
When
this is a
Joel
garbage
Embiid
team.
is present.
Right. I get what you're saying. What I'm saying is this cast is not it. This is not like we can make the playoffs with this team. If this was this team without Embiid the entire season, they don't make the playoffs. It's because of Embiid that they have good records. It's because of Embiid they're making the playoffs. It's because of Embiid they're in the top 5, top 6 position as far as a playoff spot. This team is not it. Outside of Embiid, you have Maxi, and that is it. Wash hands, bro. You have Maxi, and that's it. Maxi, again, dirty play by the Hornets last night. He just came back from concussion protocol, and then you elbow him in his nose, break his stuff, nose leaking all over the place, right? He still give you 30 points. He's going to do his job, and B is going to do his job. Where is the rest of the team? Buddy Hield is letting me down here recently. You got benched because you're not showing up. I don't know what's going on in that practice. We're not there, right? But Nick Nurse said, enough's enough. We're not going to start you. We're going to bench you, right? Well, we all know nobody on that bench should ever be starting before him, right? But he is. He got benched because of that. And you come back against the Hornets. It's your time to shine. You got no Harris, which doesn't really matter anyway, right? No Embiid, and you're playing the Hornets. Go get your money, man. Everywhere you go, you see people. When you want your numbers to come up, you want your stats to rise up. You do it against the garbage teams. The garbage teams give you that. And these numbers tell
Hey,
me, like, hey, nah, sit them. This is not it. We need more time.
I
We're gonna bring
agree.
it back.
It's still the NBA though. It's still the NBA. You still have NBA players on the other side. These are still the best talent in the world.
Stop you right
I
there.
understand they.
Nope. Stop you right there. Nope. Stop you right there. Because there was something called trust the process. Was every person on that floor NBA caliber player? Not at all.
Some of them.
Not at
We had a
all.
couple. We had a
At
couple.
two. Okay. No, we had a couple. We did have a couple here and there, right? Sprinkled in. The whole team wasn't. That starting 5 wasn't.
I would say probably about 30% maybe
30%. What? Okay.
throughout the
It was
process.
a 7 year process. The real process, not
Yeah, about 30%. Yeah, I would say.
no.
Because you got
Yeah,
NBA players
Rocco.
that came out of that.
Yeah,
Rocco,
Rocco. Yeah.
he's an NBA player.
What's my man? TJ McConnell,
TJ McConnell, he's an
right?
NBA player.
Was Serge on that process? He was part of the process, right? Sarge,
Uh,
he was part of the process.
yeah, well,
Sarge
no,
was.
yeah,
He
Sarge was,
off
but
the
he
bench.
was in
Off the bench.
Croatia. He was
Yeah,
in
off the bench.
Croatia yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it off the bench. Okay, that's fine.
So
Uh,
he was a part of the process.
who else? We got
You look at Christian Wood, who was developed into be a good player. Um, I forget the other guy's name. He had a good career
was
as
Michael
well.
Carter a part of that too?
Michael Carter Williams,
Yeah, was he part of the process?
who is he even an NBA player?
My point. That's my point.
Yeah,
Too
no,
many.
there was a lot of that. There was a lot of that, but that was bad drafting as well. They did not draft well at all this whole
Everything was
time.
terrible. On my point, and again, I'm gonna. Until they prove me wrong, I'm gonna stick with go ahead and sit him down, let him get all the way right, man. He's gonna want to come back. He's gonna be eager. It's the playoffs. They're always gonna feel like I got a chance, we got a shot, and you do. Well, I think it's up to me as a fan to tell somebody, here's some reality for you, bro. I don't think this is it. Prove me. I want to be proven wrong. I want to be
Yeah.
proven wrong. But my name is Jamil, and I'm hardly ever proven wrong. Man. I'm hardly ever proven wrong. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
I just truly believe if you get in, if you're not in the play-in team, and Joel Embiid comes back 100% healthy, what's the point of sending him? Give yourself a chance at least.
All right. Here's my thing.
Otherwise you're in the playoffs and you are going to get swept out of the first round or not even win a play-in game, and that's just embarrassing.
It can still happen. It can still
It cannot.
happen, bro.
With Joel Embiid,
I'm
that's not
trying
happening.
to tell you. If it can still happen. I
If
mean,
Joel Embiid's there, it's not happening.
all right. Don't be
I
rusty.
would just,
Don't be rusty.
yeah.
Don't
I
be out of
I
shape at all.
understand.
You
I
better be in
understand.
shape.
I give Embiid the benefit of the doubt for sure.
Look, I give it to him too. But when you're all we got, you and Maxi, that's it. If Tobias Harris was putting up 25 points a game, bring him back. I got faith. I got trust. I don't have that with him. I don't got nobody.
Tobias Harris is the best fourth option in the NBA
Hold
for
on.
sure.
Hold on. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. I'm so done with him, man. I would just sit there and just keep unloading. I'm so tired of Tobias Harris, man. He is not like like I said. I don't blame him for taking the bag. He bought you the money. You're at the right place at the right time. You're nobody ever said you're number one or two, right? You're barely a three as far as an option. But when the chips are down, bro, when everybody's out, we need you to step up. You cannot have 2 points. You cannot have 8 point games. You just can't. And you're playing the whole game.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I mean, everybody's talking about there is a chance that they bring him back next year for a better team friendly contract. There's no way. There's no way. There's no
No,
way he comes
go
back.
away.
There's
Go
absolutely
away.
no way. So this will be his farewell tour with the Sixers, and then he'll go get the bag somewhere
And
else.
that fair word tour started 3 years ago. I'm done
Yeah,
with it. We'll go away.
yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure.
Um, I think that's gonna be now seeing how he did. I'm kind of relaxed, kind of like, all right, I kind of, ready for the season, ready to get started. I'm relaxed. I gotta see what they're gonna do. The Sixers are gonna do because there's gonna be players on this team that shouldn't be here next year on the bench
Yeah,
as well as starters. So
there's probably about five of them.
yeah, they got to go. They got to go.
Yeah, I
Um,
agree. I agree. There's a lot of players that really don't add value to this roster. Um, and it's time. I mean, it's not obviously we're not rebuilding. There's no way we're rebuilding, but you have to make the right moves this offseason as the NBA
yeah.
as far as the NBA goes.
Um, I'm gonna go back to what you said earlier about the Eagles, right? And the cornerback situation, as far as some of that homegrown talent. That's what I want to see from the Sixers. We need more of that. We don't have enough of that. We don't have enough.
Yeah,
So let's get some homegrown talent in there. Let's get it going. Um, and I want to see some aggressiveness in this offseason. There's going to be veteran players who can help this team, and I want to be more aggressive with. I want to get on some what's my man's name from the Phillies, the owner. What's his name?
sorry. Um, the owner from the Phillies.
Yeah, I can't think of his name. It's tip of my tongue. I just can't. Not Dombrowski, but the I forget whatever. The owner for the Phillies though, he was like, "Hey, I'm ready to spend some dumb money, stupid money."
Yeah,
You know what I mean? To
right.
he sat back there and what did he say in the spring training? I'm on see we on the podcast, right? So I can say what I want. I can say the words. He said, "Go get my fucking trophy." He wants that off that World Series trophy back home, right?
For sure, for sure.
That's what I need from the Sixers. I don't know if we're going to get it. The difference is the owner for the Phillies was he's homegrown, bro. He's from here. He grew up a Phillies fan. Josh
He's
Harris,
willing to spend a dime. He's definitely willing to spend a dime to get it
he's
done.
emotionally invested. This is he grew up
Yeah,
here, you
right.
know, where Harris is not emotionally invested because he's a businessman. It's just about getting
And
money.
he's got four different teams that he's looking after as well.
And I like what
Sixers probably being the last priority.
I love what he's doing with the Commanders. I'll tell you
Yeah.
that. I don't know why he gets more money from the Sixers than he does from the New Jersey Devils and Commanders. Come on now,
Yeah, but those are still growing. Those are still growing for sure.
growing where? Been growing weeds. Them Commanders,
Growing, we said
they ain't even got they have
Washington.
yeah they have no quarterback yet.
Yeah, they're growing weeds for sure.
They're trash, trash. But yeah, man.
So
Any
so we'll see
any
what
other
happens. I mean, the next couple weeks will be huge for the Sixers. I mean, if you stay in contention, you got to bring it back. I don't care what you say. I'm not even listening to you when you say to shut them down. I won't even do
again? I'm gonna say it one more time.
it.
March 17th. I'm always right, man. I feel as though, and I want to be wrong in this situation. Prove me wrong. I just don't see the point. The risk does not outweigh the reward when it looks at this team. With this team, if this was the JJ Redick and Jimmy Butler team, bring him back immediately as soon as you're ready to go. This ain't it.
Sure.
All he has is Maxi, and that's it. Unless Buddy Hill can flip that switch and start giving you 25, 27 points a game, I don't see it. Campaign's doing campaign things, 10 points. That's who he is.
Yep.
Nobody else is doing anything else, bro. What can we do?
Yep.
I'm just saying,
Well,
man.
I agree. But I think Joel Embiid opens up so much spacing on the floor that it'll make everybody better. It's gonna make everybody better. Him being back is gonna make everybody
Yeah, you
better.
got them hopes and dreams, B. You got them hopes and
I'm
dreams.
gonna keep him. I'm gonna keep him. I'm gonna keep
Yeah,
him. You're not gonna throw him away from me. No
you got
shot.
them hopes and dreams. Like I
Yeah.
said, I want to be wrong, man. I want to be wrong.
Yeah.
Um, like,
He's coming back either way.
if
So
his
whatever you
injuries,
say, he's coming back either way.
yeah, he's coming back. But if his injuries weren't such freak injuries, I kind of wouldn't. I would probably be more on your side, right? But when I see him, I'm like, okay, what else is coming next? What's next? You
Right.
know? So I don't know, but I think I'm right. We'll see. Time will tell. Time will tell.
I'm gonna tell.
Yeah. But eh, besides that, man, I have nothing else to say. I don't know what else to say about the Sixers. To be honest with you, bro,
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say because I don't. I think Nick Nurse is actually doing pretty damn well for what he has. To be honest with you.
For sure. And I think they're competing. He's competing with some of these teams like the Bucks game, like they were in the game until the fourth quarter.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
then it started to Giannis, Dame, it started to get away from them. But you're going in there with your B team,
Hmm.
you know.
Hmm.
Go in there with your A team, be healthy. You have a chance to beat anybody.
We'll see. We'll see. Because the Knicks are
Got a
waiting.
chance.
The Knicks are waiting.
Yeah, we'll take them out too.
Bucks are
If he's
waiting.
back, we'll take him out too. Yep.
Celtics are waiting. Come on, man.
All right, that might be the team. That's the scary team. For sure, the Celtics.
I told you it was the Bucks as well. Bucks and the Knicks. I said the
Yeah.
Knicks first. I felt like
I'm a little bit less scared of the Bucks than I am the Knicks. I think the Knicks is a better team as a whole. They don't have better players, but they're a better team.
the Knicks still scare me just because the one thing the Knicks play team ball, bro. That's the one thing they do. They play some team ball, and you have a few players on that team who are not afraid to go get that bucket, are not afraid to go, take that game winning shot. But not. But then you
Yeah,
also they have smarts. They'll say, "We'll pass it out. I'll go here. I'll go here." Everybody knows their job, and everybody plays and does their job pretty damn well. Pretty damn well, right? They had they were running hot for a long time until people started getting hurt. But those folks are coming back. They're coming back. So they're ready to go. The Bucks are the Bucks. I told you before, Bucks are the Bucks. I don't care what goes on in the regular season. Come to playoffs, Dame is going to do what Dame needs to do. Right? I don't
right.
care what Doc does. So was Giannis, right? At the end of the day, they'll be here before or Doc will leave before they leave. Is the point.
for
Um,
sure.
and then if we get to the Celtics, that's going to be yes. As long as we're not the lowest seed, they'll be that's the conference finals type game
It would
type.
be, yeah.
So um, and they're playing like Porzingis now has a career. He had nothing with the Knicks, nothing in Dallas, nothing in Washington. Now he has a career. Now he can still ball.
Yeah,
That
but
was like,
that's another person who also benefits on his surroundings.
hey,
So you have so much attention
who wouldn't?
to
Who wouldn't? We went to New York with nothing.
Buddy Hield might. Buddy Hield might.
I'm just
Tobias
saying.
Harris might. I
No,
mean,
no, no,
probably
no,
not, but he might.
no, not
Kelly
the
Oubre
players.
Jr. might.
I know, no, no, no. I'm just saying, as far as uh last thing before this clocks out on us.
Okay.
Um, I was just saying, you look at the teams that he came from, right?
Right.
He went from New York Knicks by himself, nothing, right? He went down to the Mavericks, nothing. Then he had
Mavericks trash.
Luca. Then he had Luca for a little bit, but he wasn't really ready to get that up, and he was always hurt. We get to Washington, we can get 5 players right now to go beat Washington. They're garbage.
Yeah, for sure.
You get to Boston, different culture, nothing but winners, balls all around, easier for you. You gonna look good. All right,
Yeah,
man.
of course he's gonna look good because he's got great players around him for
Yeah,
sure. All
yeah.
stars.
But you
All
gotta make
stars.
you gotta do your part. Count your buckets.
Yeah, for sure. He does do his part. He does do his part.
Real quick before this time's out on us. Let's
Yep.
end it how we started, bro.
Send it off. Yes, sir.
Okay?
I already got that ready.
All right. Well, I'm ready now. Here we go. One time
Sir.
right now. All right. That's it for this episode. Y'all know what to do. Like, subscribe, share. We're gonna be hitting the streets here. Uh, catch some games, talk to the people. In the meantime, my man B, I appreciate you,
Yes,
man.
sir.
All right.
Peace.
Next time.